Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate the views and the love that I've been receiving on these videos. If you're new here, my channel is all about fashion branding, fashion design. You know, we go into fashion on this channel. I am a fashion designer myself, and I do have my own swimwear line, as well as my very new reshop, which focuses on vintage and custom pieces that I sell directly through Instagram and Depop. Yeah, all of my information will be linked below as well. But if you find that you are loving these videos, make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button, because more subscribers lets me know that you guys are very interested. Also hit that like button, you know, because that's awesome too. Anyway, let's get into this video because I'm blabbing. Today's video is all about trend forecasting for your fashion boutique. We're specifically talking about boutique owners because I find it very interesting that most boutique owners have no idea what trend forecasting is. Now, it's very simple. It's exactly how it sounds. Trend forecasting. It's like the weather. It's like when you it's like when you cut on the news and you see the weather and you see it for the entire week. That's forecasting. That's saying that tomorrow is going to be 80 degrees, the next day is going to be 60. It's very tricky. It's a very tricky situation. However, I have a few tips that can help you along the way that will set you up for a lot of success and a lot of sales for your fashion boutique, whether it is a physical location or an online location. So, tip number one when it comes to fashion forecasting. Now, I'm gonna automatically assume that you're into fashion, you know, if you want to know about trend forecasting. So my tip for getting started with trend forecasting is to be all into the fashion industry and really do proper research. Now, for me, I am a cut and sew designer and I have bought wholesale pieces in the past, but it's a little different for cut and sew designers because cut and sew designers have to be ahead of the season in order for their production time to meet you exactly where you need for your sales and advertisements and things like that. Unless you have an in-house team that can produce things on the spot in smaller quantities, that's very different. Now, if you are a boutique owner and you are buying wholesale pieces, most wholesalers are not ahead of the curve. Most wholesalers are not ahead of the season. So you have to basically trend forecast in order for you to get those pieces quick, fast, and in a hurry during the current season. If you do know fashion week just ended, and you know that they never show the current season in the current season. So during fall and winter, we are already looking at spring pieces for 2020, and that just makes sense. Like I said, you need the production time and you need to set up the advertisements and the things like that for your sales goals, so that way when you're in that season, you're only focusing on that. But another thing is, while designers are in a current season, they're already designing for the season ahead or 2 seasons ahead. It just makes more sense to be ahead of time, because you don't want to get caught in that little loophole of being stuck and lost without knowing or having any direction of where to go. So when it comes to trend forecasting for a boutique, because like I said before, wholesalers are not really ahead of the curve. They are currently selling what's popping right now, what's trending right now. But if you notice that certain boutiques online, especially Instagram, if you pay close attention, you notice that some of these boutiques, sorry, my tag, you'll notice that some of these boutiques have their own trends. Now, this whole leggings thing, they come in so many different styles that it's unbelievable. But you'll notice that certain boutiques, they style them very differently. There's almost no boutique that is the same on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to the styling. As a boutique owner, again, whether you're at a physical location or whether you are strictly online, I feel like it's your job to have a stylist on hand. If you don't know how to style pieces yourself for them to sell, please hire a friend. It will save you a lot of time and you will have a lot more money when it comes to styling. And I'm going to talk about the drawback of that in a second. But in order to trend forecast, like I said, you have to do this every season. Do it mid-season as well. So right now, if you don't have pieces for the fall and winter, your best bet is to go back, look at those fashion shows. You can go on YouTube, just type in Fashion Week, Fall Fashion Week 2019. A lot of designers will pop up. Also, after you do that and look at a million shows, because there's so many designers, look at all those shows, go onto your Instagram account and type in Fall Fashion 19, and just look at all the hashtags, look at all those pictures, look at what people are wearing, try to figure out what's that good cushion area for you in your boutique and the demographic for the shoppers that come to you for fashion pieces. Look at that demographic and then basically merge certain trends into your shop. Okay, that's how it works. So right now, I know a lot of high waist items are still popping, still trending. However, the shape and the silhouette basically are changing, meaning the high waist pieces that used to be tight, form fitting for the summer, you know, the spring and summer, even though you can still wear those pieces this fall, a lot of things are changing when it comes to fall pieces, because now you want texture, you want volume. So people are buying more corduroy, they're buying more tweed, they're buying more khaki. The silhouettes are different. You want to be a little bit more relaxed sometimes. So that's changing. Also colors as well. When you do trend forecasting properly, you will notice that during certain seasons, certain colors are always going to sell. Always going to sell. It's going to be a no-fail system when it comes to certain things every single season. In the summer, you'll notice that certain things are always going to sell. The little high waist booty cut type shorts, they're going to sell because it's summer. You know what I'm saying? Crop tops going to sell because it's summer. But certain styles of crop tops, certain styles of shorts, that's what's going to sell. So as a boutique owner, you are looking for things that are, one, fail proof. So you're gonna look for those things that are guaranteed to at least make you a few sales. But again, buy in small quantities. There is nothing wrong with going to a wholesaler and only buying those direct 6 pieces. If you're feeling a little iffy on certain things, do not go and buy hundreds of that style because you don't know if it's gonna sell. It's okay to buy small quantities. Make sure that you are getting the sales before you go crazy buying a large amount. Make sure that your customer is always going to be there to continuously buy a certain style from you. Don't overexert yourself when it comes to buying wholesale. Be smart with your money so that you don't lose money. And now my second tip for the drawback purposes. Now, you probably had items that you've purchased in the summertime, because right now we're in fall, winter. So you probably had items that you've purchased in the summertime that you were like, oh my God, this is gonna be it. You did your research or whatever, and you have all those pieces, but they just did not sell. And now you're stuck with what you think is trash inventory. It's not trash. That's why I said you need a stylist. The drawback is you probably didn't style it properly, so people couldn't really imagine themselves in it. So take those pieces that did not work during your summer inventory and merge them into the fall and winter and style them differently. Get somebody that really knows how to style up something and go according to the season. Style those summer pieces for the fall. So if you have some denim shorts that are still in your inventory that didn't sell, girl, pair that with some pair that with some thigh-high boots, pair that with some chunky boots and some leg warmers, pair that with a chunky knit sweater, or pair it with like a trench, a textured trench. Make sure that you're styling pieces up that are going to translate for the current season. If you are not a good stylist, people are not going to really look at your brand for inspo. They're not going to come to you for styling because they're like super lost. They're like, wait, what? I don't like the way this person styled this. Even though you might think you poppin', find somebody that can style it up. You know what I'm saying? If you represent your brand and it's just you, by all means, just go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, and look how people are wearing things that are translating well. Look at the engagement of certain girls and guys' photos. Look at how it's styled. Most of the time it's because people are liking it because they wish that they can wear it like that, or because they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna buy that so I can wear it exactly how this person has it on. So look at that and really translate it. Now, my next tip obviously is gonna go into the photography process. Take really good photos. They don't have to be fancy and on location. It can literally be in front of a wall. But if your photos are overexposed, if your photos are extra blurry, it's going to make your product look cheap. It's going to make you look like a half-ass business owner, boutique owner. So don't do that to yourself. If you have an iPhone or an Android, you're already on your way. It doesn't take a lot to take a decent photo. Just use proper lighting. If you don't have studio lights, use natural window light, which I believe is the best. I'm using natural window light right now for the video, and you know, I just appreciate it. You know, no electricity bills, you know, keep them bills low. I'm an idiot. But that's all I'm saying. So trend forecasting, guys, is not hard. It's not difficult. Do this every season. I spend a lot of time trend forecasting. I spend a lot of time looking at trends. Even though I'm not a trendy designer, I still spend a lot of time because there's a lot of times where you can translate your own ideas into a certain aesthetic through a trend, and you can still be on point and you can still make those sales. So just look at the things that are selling, look at the styles, the textures, the colors that are selling, and then buy. Don't just go out thinking like, oh, that's cute, I want that. That shit's not gonna sell like that, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna sell. So first, to get your money up, it's best for you to trend forecast so that you're not spending money that you do not have to be wasting. Or if you find pieces that you just really like and you just really want to add to your site or add to your boutique, get that piece, but style it with something that's similar to what's currently going on in the season, so that people can be like, oh yeah, that's a different way to wear this style, you know. Do that. That's all trend forecasting is, you guys. Make sure you're doing that so you do not lose out on any money. Make sure you don't lose out on sales, okay? That's it for this video, you guys. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you guys understood what I was getting at when it comes to trend forecasting for your fashion boutique, online or physical location. If you like this video, like I said, make sure you guys giving this a thumbs up. Make sure you like this video. Comment below what's your struggle right now with your boutique, or if you are having a more difficult time with trend forecasting. If you want to go in depth on this, let me know so I can do a continuation video of this. But again, like this video, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.